So hi guys. So once again we are coming to the topic 2, the next session in organization theory, design and development. So once again I here introduce myself. Myself Anupriya, MBA department, SNS College of Technology, Coimbatore. So I'm going to handle your OTTD subject, that is organization theory, design and development, where already we have came across what is organization and its basic theories and its design and the steps of development of an organization. Well, so we'll get into the topic. Yeah, we have a recap. Usually each and every step will start with a recap so that easily we can able to gather the things what we have learned in our past. So here we came across meaning of an organization. Usually what is an organization? Organization is a place where a group of people or group of individuals are working together to achieve a common thing. For example, I have told you many examples. I think you people remember all those. That what are the examples I have mentioned in the previous video is Amazon and our college, that example, and many organizations which are producing and manufacturing their own product, so that is also an example. So that's the thing. So what is the meaning of an organization? What are the meaning we have came across? It is by people, to people and for the people. Of course, yes, this is a sentence where we came across many sentence. This is the basic sentences, and this is the basic definition where we have came across commonly. So here next is organization exist. Yes, why organization exist? It is because of nothing, because we are in need of basic things. Like, what are the basic things of a human being? For example, we need why we need organization and its existence in this society? So we are just in human beings with a basic need of food, shelter and clothing. So for that commitments to be fulfilled, we need organization set up to be overcome by the society and the environment, right? Yes. So the basic need of an organization is to fulfill the basic need of each and every individual in the society, right? So the thing is that if an organization absent, nothing will be able to. So in the organization, so in if the absence of organization, if we can able to achieve anything, do we think like that? No, we cannot able to achieve anything. So if organization is there, people are very wealthy and people will feel very much better to use and consume it. So next is need for an organization behavior. Need for an organization behavior. So need for an organization behavior. What is the need for an organization? We have came across many topics. That what is the need of organization? We came across that slides, right? So that all we came across, and I think you people have got some idea about what is the need and existence of organization and its behavior. So next, so organization effectiveness. How effective the organization is. How effective the organization is. It's nothing but it is a wealth to the nation, to the world, around the world. So we'll get deeper into that. So organization effectiveness is the concept how effective of organization is in achieving outcomes the organization intends to produce, right? So that is a basic concept, that how effective an organization is achieving the outcomes. For example, a organization will have many incomes and outcomes. So how they are going to achieve their income, their outcomes by the people who are working under the organization is the main thing we are going to see here. So, organization effectiveness is the concept of how effective an organization in achieving the outcome the organization intends to produce. Yes, of course, it is very, very, very tough for an organization to run the society very successfully. So, for example, if I started an organization that is very, very, very competitive in manner, and it is very effective, that is very hard to get it to be a successful one. It cannot able to go through its go and set up its benchmark very sooner. It have to take some time, it have to take some risks, it have to take some returns. So it has to came across many things, do's and don'ts, etc. So what is the thing? Organization effectiveness is a concept of how effective an organization is achieving the outcomes the organization intends to produce. Yes. So next, organization effectiveness groups in organizations directly concern themselves with several key areas. Yes, of course. In organizations, we have many key areas where organization setups are going through. Yes, for example, if we'll came across, we'll take in a manufacturing organization of a product. It has purchase department, mechanical department, planning department, R&D department, and marketing department, etc., etc., etc. So these are the several key areas where different kind of people serves then and there to the society, to the needful of the society, and to the needful of the organization's owners, etc. So they are talent management, leadership. They are talent management, leadership development, organization design and structure design of measurements and scorecards. Of course, organization design and structure is must. If we set up an organization, it is just like a single room. Think of that, how we people mindset will be while working in that single roof. Our mindset will be very much disturbed while we each and every people, a count of 100 people are working in a single room under single roof. They are I agree that they are working to achieve the common thing, but they can't able to work very closely. They should have some separate areas, they should have some privacy paths, they should have some privacy areas to spend their own time for doing their task, day by day task, right? So their talent management, leadership development, organization and design and structure. So the organization should be designed very well to measure the success of the organization. So for example, the purchase department should be separately constructed, the designing department should be separately constructed, the marketing department should be separate. If everything mixed up, the people will get confused where to work, what to work, under what we are working. So many confusions will rise under the single roof. So to avoid those construction, the organization should be well constructed and designed. So implementation of change and transformation. What is implementation of change and transformation? In the sense, if we start an organization, if we launch a policy, that not only that policy will reach us till the organization will run for a number of years. For example, we'll take the organization will run for 50 years. If we took up a policy in 1990, we'll start an organization. Okay, we'll take an example of if I started an organization in 1995, on that stage technology will be very back in, right? So for that I have took up in policy, and I was running to I'm running to that. I'm targeting that policy and running behind that. So in the present of 2020, if I fixed the same policy where I fixed that in 1995, whether it's work now, never. It never going to work out, because technology has extended its value, extended, it has been changed. So the exchange and transformation, the implementation, the new changes, everything, it has to be adoptable. The organization should adopt and run to its manner. So deploying smart process and smart technology to firms humans capital. So smart technology is, for example, on our parent days, we go to a theater and will stand in a queue of hundreds of people to buy a ticket and to watch the film, right? But nowadays, by sitting in one place, we can able to book our cinema ticket, the favorite cinema of ours. We can able to book the seat number and the place where we want to sit. Each and everything has been decided by ourselves by sitting in one place. So this is all happens because of smart technology, right? Yes, of course. So because of this smart technology, we can able to survive in the society very smooth manner. Think of that, our parents, they have to go up earlier to the place where if the film starts by 5 o'clock, they have to be reached their destination by 3:30 or 4, around 4. So because if so, they have reached that place only, they can able to see they can able to buy the tickets and watch the film. If they delayed in some time, the plan will be flopped. So this is the technology to manage the firm's human capital and the formulation of the broader human resource agenda. So next, six system of effective organization. Yes, there are 6 number of systems where the organization is running effectively. So what are the 6 systems we have? So one is metrics, one is accountability, one is communication, and another delivery system, another is human performance, and the main thing is leadership. Without this leadership, these 5 is nothing. It cannot able to run properly without the leadership, right? Okay, what are 6 system of effective organization? Okay, what are the 6 systems? First we'll take leadership. Okay, in leadership, articulating the vision and strategy. What is difference between vision and mission? Now I think people are nowadays are not clear with what is vision and mission. Okay, vision is my future goals, where I will be and my future. For example, I'm starting an organization. My vision is to be a good benchmarker at the 2025. So that is my vision. What is my mission is my advantages, my plus, my everything. What are my strength and etc. Are those things comes under mission. The things which explains the organization is mission. So this is a difference between vision and mission. So here defining the culture and committing the results the organization needs to thrive. Yes, of course, to achieve the best results, the organization has to achieve more and more. So for the best leadership, we need a best leader, right? For R&D department, we need a good qualified research and development manager to go to run the R&D department, right? For purchase department, we need a good purchase manager or purchase the person should be well knowledgeable about the purchase, buying, getting, what are the related products. He has to be fulfilled with the knowledge about the purchase, so that only he can able to be a good purchase manager, so that the department of purchase can be successful. So a leader is the person who leads everything. He is the sailor of, he is the he is the sailor of the boat. For example, without a sailor, if the boat, will the boat runs, will the boat moves? No. So he is the captain of the ship. Okay, leader is nothing but he is the captain of the ship. So next is accountability. So if the accounts are good, the company is facing in good profit manner. Yes, okay. So if the accounts goes very bad condition, the companies automatically get down, right? So to avoid all these consequences in the organization, accountability is very must. Next is communication. Communication. Next is communication. So where next is communication. So where the communication is very much important, where if I missed to share an information about the organization which is given by my head is, if for example, if my head is telling that please pass this information to all the department managers, okay, he's giving me an opportunity to passing the information to all my employees. If I missed a small word of communication which is communicated by my head to employees, will the employees able to work effectively under his guidance? Not at all. If the communication goes very wrong and it doesn't reaches the people, it is promised that without a proper communication, the organization is zero working condition. So next is delivery system. Yes, for example, we are buying a product in Amazon, right? If the Amazon is giving a good product, but the person who is working in the mid, he is giving a broken product or some kind of things on the way, some kind of negative things happen. It might have been broken, it might have been lost, it might have torn. So for these kind of things all happen in mid, but what will the customer think of about Amazon? They will seriously think about the Amazon. It is a bad thing that we should never buy products hereafter, right? So the delivery system should be very while we are delivering the things to our customers, we should be very careful. They need a good delivery, so their satisfaction at the time of delivery is must. So next is human performance. Yes, of course, as I said now, humans performance is the humans performance is, yes, wait, yes, humans performance is calculated here well. Yes, so if the human is absent to perform his actions well in his platform, he can't be a successful performer, right? Yes, metrics. Using next is metrics. What is metrics? Using a common set of measurements to track the operations, opportunities, and improvements. Metrics is nothing but matching our organization with other organizations, whether in what way they are up, in what way we are less than them. So that measuring point is called as metrics. That the difference between two organizations or a number of organizations which are our competitors, so that should be measured in that stages. So so that is called metrics. So 6 systems of effective organizations is here. What are the things is, main things is leadership, and next is accountability, next is communication. The thing should be a proper communication. Without a proper communication, the organization will be not a failure. So next is delivery system. Fourth one is delivery system, where the delivery system is absence to deliver a good product at a good time at a good place. Absolutely, the organization will face a bad mark with the customers. Okay. So next is human performance. Yes, each and every employee in the organization should be work for the effectiveness of the organization. So selecting, retaining and developing the right people. So for that human performance, the leader has to select the good person and the good, if he selected a marketing person and he fix up in a research and development area, will he able to work there? No. So the person should be chosen correctly and should be placed in the correct place at the right time, right? So that is human performance. Next is metrics. Calculating the common things like measurements to track them operations, opportunities and improvements of the organization's setup. So these are the 6 system of effective organization. So next is we have importance of organization effectiveness. We'll see that in the next slide, next video. So we'll come up with a summary here, what all we came across today. So we came across in the topic organization effectiveness, meaning the meaning of organization and its effectiveness, the 6 system of effective organization and importance of effective organization. So these are the things we came across today topic. So I think hope you all guys have as said before, hope you all guys have learned something in this through this video. So we'll meet up in the next session. Thank you so much. Take care.